Have you ever looked at your dog sleeping and wondered what is truly going on inside their mind? They are telling you whether they are genuinely happy or just surviving every single day of their life. It is not hidden in some complex animal psychology book or a secret behavioral code. The absolute truth about their emotional world has been right in front of you this entire time. It is written in the precise way they drift off to sleep when the afternoon sun hits the floor. It is written in how they wake up and how they occupy the space around them. Today, we are decoding the ultimate behavioral signature of canine contentment, the variety of their sleep. A truly happy dog does not just sleep. They possess a massive and flexible sleep repertoire. Watch your indoor dog closely during their next nap because their posture is a direct window into their nervous system. Are they lying flat on their side with all four legs fully extended into the room? That position represents a total, uninhibited muscular release where the body is completely given over to rest. Or maybe you have walked into the room and found them flat on their back with their legs bent in the air. Their belly is completely exposed to the open room, leaving every vital organ vulnerable to the world. This is the single most vulnerable position a dog can possibly adopt in their entire life. It is a posture they will only choose in an environment where they trust the safety of the space absolutely. Other times you might see them tightly curled up from nose to tail like a small furry donut. In that state, they are conserving their body warmth and creating their own self-contained world of cozy comfort. What you are looking for, across a normal day, is not just one perfect posture, but a beautiful variety. A dog who shifts between multiple different positions throughout the day is a dog whose body is truly comfortable. It proves that their nervous system is beautifully flexible, healthy, and entirely free from chronic stress. They are not locked into a single rigid position by underlying anxiety, fear, or constant vigilance. They are not curled so tight that their muscles are constantly ready to spring into emergency action. They move between these resting states effortlessly because no single position is being maintained as a defensive posture. Stressed or insecure dogs tend toward extreme repetition in their daily sleep posture. They are often curled tight, facing the main door, and positioned for the fastest possible rise to alertness. The incredible variety of happy sleep is the luxury of an animal who has no particular reason to be ready for danger. They are simply resting in whatever configuration serves them best right now, because rest is easy and rest is safe. But their sleep is only the beginning of what they are communicating to you. How your dog wakes up from that deep sleep is another profound indicator of their internal peace. A dog who is truly at home in their life wakes up gradually, following an unhurried sequence. It begins with a wide, slow yawn that holds their jaw open for a long, satisfying moment. This is immediately followed by a classic front-end stretch where the chest drops flat to the floor. Their front legs extend forward as they push their weight back, elongating their shoulders. Then comes the full spinal arch as they step forward and extend their back legs one at a time. The entire waking sequence is incredibly slow, fluid, and beautifully peaceful to watch. They perform it without immediately checking the room or lifting their head in a tense, sudden jerk. They do not scan the environment with urgent eyes because they know nothing has changed while they slept. Their body takes its sweet time coming back online because the sleep they just experienced was real and deep. That full-body morning stretch is the behavioral signature of a completely relaxed nervous system. Stressed dogs almost never stretch like this when they transition from sleep to waking life. They come to their feet instantly, sometimes startled, sometimes already hyper-alert and scanning for threats. The slow, luxurious unfurling of a full stretch belongs only to a dog who knows sleeping deeply is safe. If your dog begins every morning with that fluid stretch, you are looking at an animal who truly feels secure. This sense of absolute security changes how they interact with your entire home throughout the day. A happy, confident indoor dog treats the whole of your household as their personal safe haven. They are never confined to one specific spot, and they do not feel stationed in a single room. Throughout the day, you will notice them moving mindfully from one area of the house to another. They follow the warmth of the morning sun as it slowly moves across the living room rug. They seek out the cool tiles in the kitchen when the heat of the afternoon peaks. They relocate back to a soft carpet when they desire a bit of extra cushioning for a nap. This continuous movement is entirely purposeful, without showing a single hint of pacing or anxiety. It is the confident movement of an animal who has thoroughly surveyed their territory and found it safe. They have absolutely no emotional reason to stay glued to one single spot out of fear. No area of the house feels threatening or off-limits to their sense of belonging. Contrast this beautiful freedom with an insecure dog who stays frozen in one exact place all day. They might always sit in the same dark corner or stay a specific distance from the exit. That kind of heavy stillness is not contentment. It is the immobility of an anxious animal. It is the choice of a creature who is deeply uncertain about the space beyond their immediate safe zone. They have decided that staying in the one predictable spot is safer than risking the unknown rooms. A happy dog moves freely because they practice what behavioral scientists call confident comfort seeking. They know every corner, they trust every room, and the entire house belongs to them. Even when you are not actively interacting with them, their behavior reflects this deep bond. Have you ever noticed your dog watching you calmly from the absolute opposite side of a room? Their ears are completely relaxed, their breathing is slow, and their body looks beautifully loose. They are just watching you with the calm, sustained attention of an animal who is exactly where they want to be. This specific kind of distance watching is completely distinct from anxious, hypervigilant monitoring. An anxious dog watches you with an entirely different, tense quality vibrating through their physical body. Their ears are pitched sharply forward. Their weight is balanced, and they are ready to spring up instantly. Their watching has an underlying urgency, driven by the fear that you might leave them behind. The happy dog who watches from afar with complete ease proves that your mere presence is entirely sufficient. They do not need to be physically touching your skin to feel deeply connected to your soul. They do not need to sit directly beside your chair to feel safe from the world. Just being in the exact same room and being able to see you exist is enough for them. This quiet, peaceful watchfulness is one of the purest expressions of true canine contentment. It says, "I am good, you are there, and that combination is all I need right now." And when you actually leave the house, their love for you does not simply vanish or turn into panic. A happy dog will actively seek out your unique scent when you are no longer physically there. If you come home to find your dog curled up directly on your favorite sleeping pillow, take note. If they are lying in the exact spot on the couch where you always sit to watch television, pay attention. If they have pressed their nose deep into the shirt you left hanging on a chair this morning, listen closely. That is not a behavioral problem, and it is absolutely not a random coincidence. It is one of the most honest expressions of attachment available in the canine vocabulary. A dog's primary window into the world is olfactory, meaning they experience emotion through smell. Your unique scent has been paired through thousands of repetitions with safety, warmth, and affection. It has become a powerful neurological shortcut that tells their brain, "Everything is fine, I am safe." When you leave, your scent remains behind as a physical comfort mechanism for their mind. A dog who chooses your pillow over every other soft surface is choosing you in your absence. They are identifying your specific smell as the most comforting thing available in their universe. That is a profound form of love expressed through the sense that defines who they are. Furthermore, a happy dog understands the daily rhythm of your life without becoming anxious about it. They have mapped the schedule of your day with a level of detail that would shock you. They know the exact sound of the coffee maker and what it means for the morning routine. They recognize the specific quality of your movement when you are preparing to leave for work. They contrast that with the relaxed way you walk to the kitchen just to grab a quick snack. In a happy dog, this deep intelligence produces a beautiful state of calm anticipation. They do not spiral into frantic pre-departure anxiety or destructive pacing behavior. They simply move to where you will be next and wait with a relaxed readiness. They have learned through a long accumulation of evidence that your routine is entirely reliable. They know with absolute certainty that when you walk out the door, you always come back. The calm with which they wait for your return is the ultimate presence of absolute trust. Their stable nervous system has recorded your consistency as a foundational truth of their world. Another beautiful sign of this trust is when they bring you physical gifts from around the house. When they pick up a favorite toy, a stray sock, or a shoe, and carry it to you, watch their intent. They are not always demanding a game of fetch or asking you to expend energy for them. They are practicing the closest approximation to the human act of offering a meaningful gift. Happy dogs share their resources, which runs completely counter to basic wild canine biology. The primal instinct to guard resources and protect valuable items runs incredibly deep in animals. When a dog brings you their prized possession, they are choosing to share its value with you. They drop it at your feet because they have immense confidence in the stability of your relationship. They are not afraid you will steal it, and they do not worry that you will never return it. They simply want to experience a mutual moment of intentional giving and connection with you. They have learned to value the simple exchange of joy more than the object itself. This level of security allows them to possess what scientists call true emotional freedom. This freedom is perfectly displayed when your dog plays entirely by themselves in the living room. When they pick up a plush toy, shake it wildly, toss it in the air, and catch it alone, celebrate it. When they unleash a sudden, ridiculous burst of solo zoomies through the house, smile. They are not just entertaining themselves because you are too busy to pay attention to them. They are demonstrating that their baseline anxiety is low enough to experience spontaneous joy without you. An anxious or insecure dog will never engage in this type of self-directed, solo play. They stay glued to your side, constantly monitoring your movements and waiting for you to initiate safety. A happy dog feels so secure that the home itself has become an independent source of absolute safety. You built that safety through every predictable routine, every gentle word, and every consistent return. When you put all of these beautiful behaviors together, a magnificent portrait begins to emerge. You are looking at an animal who does not just exist in your house, but who feels entirely at home. They are safe in the body they occupy, safe in the space, and safe with the person they love. Giving a dog a truly happy life does not require expensive toys or complicated psychological training. It requires consistency, predictability, and a calm voice that speaks directly to their heart. It is the daily practice of being an individual who is completely worth trusting every single day. Now, look closely at your dog right now, because they are telling you exactly how you are doing.